Previously on Off Air.
What kind of changes are we talking about here?
Massive shake-up from top to bottom.
Don't change me, though.
Am I disturbing anything?
This is the new station manager, Eric Rushton.
Smells a little stale around this place.
What a complete wanker. How dare he come in here and dictate to us? Doesn't he know who we are? What we do? He obviously doesn't do his research. If he did, he'd know what we've got here is gold. Pure gold.
And finally, a man was arrested last night for allegedly having sex with a caravan at a popular site in Formby. Campers at the Gibson Caravan Park in Hightown were woken at 2 o'clock in the morning after strange noises were heard coming from outside. Police were called and a 33-year-old naked man was arrested after he was caught performing a sexual act on a caravan's waste pipe. Detective Don Jacoby from Merseyside Police said he'd never seen anything like it in his 23 years on the force. The man was very drunk and highly aroused, the officer said. The owner of the two-berth touring caravan has been informed. From the Merlin News booth, I'm Dan Carruthers.
This is the Alex Roxy Show on Radio Merlin.
Thanks, Dan. Is that a new tie?
It is, Al, yeah.
You've got some wonderful ties.
Can't beat a good tie, Al.
Shame the listeners can't see it. It's red and yellow with little black arrows all over it. Very smart. I like it.
I'm happy you do.
Before the news, we were talking about first singles ever bought. What was the first single you ever bought, Dan?
That I bought for myself.
First single you went into a record shop for and slapped the money down on the counter.
Oh gosh, I think it was Blockbuster by Sweet.
Excellent choice. First singles shape your life, Dan. They tell you everything you need to know about the person.
I was 13.
January 1973, 5 weeks at the top of the UK charts. Written by Nicky Chin and Mike Chapman. They also wrote Can the Can for Susie Quattro, Tiger Feet for Mud, and Mickey for Tony Basil.
You're a fountain of musical knowledge, Al.
I think I'd swap it all for that tie.
Boss is on his way in, Al.
Here's the first song my producer, Steve, ever bought. Like I just said, tells you everything you need to know about the man. It's Gary Glitter and Do You Wanna Touch Me?
For your information, the first single I ever bought was Two Little Boys by Rolf Harris.
Why?
It's a lovely song.
Why the hell would you buy that? It's shite.
Rolf's a top bloke. I met him in Woolies a few years back.
I like the rockers more. Glitter's a god in the rock and roll world.
Can I just remind you that it's the 1980s? Rock is dead.
Rock will never die. It's just taking a rest. What does Knobhead want?
By knobhead, you mean Eric?
That's what I said. Our all-seeing god of the airwaves. What does he want?
Some great news, apparently.
The fuck is leaving?
Afternoon, Alex. How the bloody hell are you?
Top of the world, Eric. You?
Fantastic. Great show. This is what we want to be doing. Fun. Entertaining stuff. This is what the public want, Alex. Love it. Hope it's not a one-off.
I've got some great ideas for future shows.
Fantastic.
Steve said you had great news.
Any chance of you playing my first single?
Absolutely not.
Why?
Audience only. All about interaction with the audience, Eric. Can't be playing songs for colleagues and bosses, can we?
You're playing Glitter for Steve?
Two Little Boys by Rolf. Glitter's got naught to do with me.
Oh, come on. Just this once.
Phone in.
What? You want me to phone in and request a song?
That's how it works, Eric. That's how this segment of the show works. I don't really like rules. Never have. But this one works fantastically.
I don't bloody believe this.
There's a phone in the foyer. I'm sure Steve will answer it quickly and professionally. It's not as if he's doing much else today.
Screw you.
I'm going to do just that. Why the hell not?
Good man.
Jesus, I can't believe you just did that.
Why should he get preferential treatment? Who the fuck does he think he is?
Song's finishing.
That was the legendary Paul Gadd, better known as Gary Glitter, with his 1973 number 2 hit single, Do You Wanna Touch Me? Oh yeah. It was actually covered by Joan Jett for her 1980 solo album, Bad Reputation. Great song by a great man. Met him a few times over the years and actually partied with him on several occasions in the 70s. Wild times. I believe we have a caller, Steve. Hello?
Hello there.
Who's this?
Eric.
Hello, Eric. Where are you from?
I'm from London, Alex.
What brings you to these parts, Eric?
Oh, you know, work.
What kind of work do you do, Eric?
I'm in the media business.
Ooh, the media business. Lots of good media people up here, Eric. You just another southern softy trying to take our jobs?
Oh, God, no. I like to think I can brush off the dust of any business and make things better. I make the stale fresh.
Right. What was your first single, Eric?
My Cuckoo by Alvin Stardust.
Really?
December 1973. I was a huge Stardust fan. Had the glove and everything. Did you know his real name is Shane Fenton?
Well, his real name is actually Bernard Jury. He had a bit of a career in the early 60s as Shane Fenton and the Fentones. Became the Alvin Stardust persona in 1973. His first single was Jealous Mind in 74.
No. My Cuckoo was first.
Yes, it was. But it wasn't by the Alvin Stardust you know and love. That was Peter Shelley, who was the original Alvin Stardust. Shane Fenton just lip-synced to that number 2 hit on Top of the Pops before taking over the character for Shelley.
I didn't know that.
Well, now you do. The Alex Roxy Show isn't just about playing great music, Eric. It's about knowledge and the stories behind the hits. It's the foundation of everything I do.
Can you play My Cuckoo by Alvin Stardust?
No. Sorry, Eric. We just don't have it. Here's The Witch's Promise by Jethro Tull for Gary and Norris Green.
What the hell are you playing at? You do understand he's the boss of the station, don't you?
Hey, he might be the boss of the station, Steve, but he's not the boss of me. He can't just waltz in here and get what he wants. This is the Alex Roxy Show. My show. I make the rules, and he needs to understand that. I'll tell him straight.
Well, I suppose you think you're really funny, don't you?
I've worked at Butlins.
I bet you really enjoyed that. I bet you get off on these little jokes on people.
We don't actually have any Alvin Stardust in the library, Eric.
We have, I feel like Buddy Holly.
There you go.
No Alvin? What? Why? What kind of a station is this?
We can't hold everything. We don't have the budget. And if it's any consolation, we don't have any David Soul either.
We've got Silver Lady.
Classic.
Then I demand you get some Alvin Stardust on the show.
You demand.
Yes. Yes, I do. If not for your enjoyment, for others. Let me give you a little information here, Mr. Alex Roxy. This station doesn't revolve around you.
Well, I think it does a little bit.
You may be the most listened to, but you ain't the only pea in the pod. Now, I was coming here today to give your show a small piece of gold. Something big to get your chops around.
Really?
How big?
What is it?
A competition. A big competition.
We have competitions all the time.
Not like this. This is groundbreaking. Radio Merlin and Dalton Holmes have joined forces to give away a £45,000 semi-detached house.
A house?
A brand new house. It's so new, it's still being built.
That's a pretty big prize.
How would it work?
Simple. A daily question. The 14th and 85th caller with the correct answer gets put into a draw, which will be plucked out live on air. The winner wins the house and gets an extra £5,000 to help furnish it.
Jesus, that's some prize.
Like I said, groundbreaking.
Well, you're putting it in the right hands, Eric.
If anyone can get the best out of this fantastic idea, Eric, it's us.
Safe hands.
Well, that was my initial thought. Now I'm gliding more towards breakfast.
Breakfast? Really? Oh, you're making a huge mistake with that. You're a clever guy, Eric. You know radio. You know the advantage of having someone like me at the helm of a much-loved show. If anyone can sell this competition to the masses, it's me. You know that.
Well, we're not rolling it out for another week or so. A few technical things to iron out, so I won't make my decision yet.
Excellent. It's a great thing. It could change the face of radio and gives Radio Merlin a platform that goes way beyond our region.
National press.
Exactly, Steve. This fantastic idea could put Radio Merlin on the global map.
Like I said, I'll give it a little thought. It needs to be right. I'll let you know at the weekend.
You do that, Eric.
Enjoy the rest of your show.
We will.
Wow. I bet you feel like a right cock now, don't you?
Shush, let me think. Fuck. We need this, Steve. This could blow us completely out the water. Our stock could rise beyond belief. We need this fucking competition.
Well, if you hadn't have made a fool of him, we would have been in the box seat.
Shush, hang on. I've got a plan.
What kind of plan?
I want you to get down to Woolies and buy every fucking Stardust album and every single you can find. Everything. Yes, even Rock with Alvin from 75. Get them to order them, and if you have to, I'll pay.
Really? Why?
Because Thursday is Alvin fucking Stardust Day on Radio Merlin.
You're listening to the Alex Roxy Show on Radio Merlin.